Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Get your favorite tennis gear at tennisexpress.com today. In this week's news, we cover disputes, accusations, and a war of words. A look at the top 5 controversies of the 2025 Australian Open. Launching our list, the Novak versus Carlos controversy. In a rematch of the Wimbledon final, Novak Djokovic delivered one of his best AO performances, fighting back from a set down to defeat Carlos Alcaraz in a blockbuster quarterfinal. Djokovic overcame an apparent injury to outduel Alcaraz in a marathon match to advance to his 12th Australian Open semifinal. The controversy? A frustrated Carlos seemed to suggest that Novak was exaggerating his injury. At one point, Alcaraz looked over at his coach, hobbling on his own leg, apparently questioning how badly Novak was hurt. After the match, Carlitos didn't say that Novak was putting on a show, but he did say everybody saw him struggling in the second set, and then in the third and fourth sets, he seemed to be fine. John McEnroe was a little more blunt on ESPN, saying that this isn't the first time we've seen this routine from Djokovic. Don't be fooled. Well, the controversy then took another turn because just one round later, a taped-up Novak Djokovic retired from his semifinal versus Alexander Zverev with a muscle tear in his left leg, so not faking the injury. Nonetheless, some fans booed him when he left the court. Number 4, Daniil Medvedev, camera crusher. A raging Medvedev smashed the GoPro mini camera on the net with his racket over and over again. It was pretty over the top. And that, combined with some other offenses, cost Medvedev $76,000. Medi says he's learned a lesson. Next up, Iga hit with some negative reviews. Some commentators and fans have called out Iga Swiatek for gamesmanship in 2 different matches. First, Iga got away with winning a point despite a double bounce in her victory over American Emma Navarro. This moment was a multi-layered controversy. First, Swiatek should have known it was a double bounce and self-reported. That didn't happen. Then, fans on social media questioned how the chair umpire missed the double bounce because it happened close to the chair. The chair umpire then refused to let Emma Navarro review the call because Emma didn't stop play mid-point. Interestingly, Emma didn't accuse Iga of gamesmanship, but said the rules should be changed so that the players and the fans can see the replay and make a correction if necessary. Then, in her semifinal match against Madison Keys, Iga was blown out in the second set, and she took a very lengthy bathroom break. While she's certainly within the rules, some say Iga intentionally stalled, trying to freeze Keys. After Iga returned from that long break, she walked to receive serve and started a series of shadow swings, all while Keys stood there with the ball in her hand waiting to serve. Then Swiatek turned her back to Keys, who was holding the ball ready to go. As Keys tried to start serve, Iga then held up her racket to hold up Madison again. Critics called out that behavior. In any case, it didn't work. Keys went on to save a match point at 6-5 and upset Iga in a dramatic 5th set tiebreaker. Controversy number 2 on our list, Danielle Collins versus some Rowdy fans. 2 of Danielle Collins' greatest weapons are defiance and determination. Collins was undeterred by Rowdy fans who jeered and booed during her second-round win over their compatriot. Hearing the boos again during her on-court interview, Collins blew a kiss toward the crowd. As she went back to her chair, she made a kiss my butt gesture to the crowd. Asked about it later, Collins didn't back down, saying that people who don't like her pay her bills and that anyone who bought a ticket to heckle her, well, it's all going to the Danielle Collins Fund. Some criticized Collins for that reaction. However, several players, including Novak Djokovic, said he loved it and was glad Collins refused to be a verbal punching bag. And topping our list of controversies at the AO 2025, players versus broadcasters. It's been a war of words as players like Novak Djokovic and Ben Shelton slammed host broadcaster Channel 9. Novak boycotted the on-court interview for one match after Channel 9 host Tony Jones mocked Serbian fans and insulted Djokovic, saying on air that Djokovic is overrated and that he's a has-been. An angry Djokovic called out Jones for making a mockery of Serbian fans and for insulting and offensive comments towards himself. Ultimately, Jones apologized and Novak resumed the on-court interviews. Next, Ben Shelton had a problem with the broadcasters and in his post-match press conference blasted the AO coverage and treatment of players as disrespectful and embarrassing. Ben pointed to the ridicule directed at Djokovic, as well as questions 19-year-old learner Tien faced after upsetting Daniil Medvedev, and an interviewer badly joking, asking Shelton if Gael Monfils was his father. Ben says some Channel 9 broadcasters just crossed the line. Chris Everett and Boris Becker backed Shelton for speaking out. Others, though, say players shouldn't be so sensitive. What's your take on that one? So that's our top 5 controversy. Who or what did we miss? Did the Alina Rybakina and Goran Ivanisevic split make your list? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.